Demon army approaching. How could they move, but I couldn't? I think it's that one. Let's go. Okay, what do next? Go to Pulura's Fall. Let's do that. I think that's the closest one. Or let's go for demon armies. Oh, we can definitely go to this. Well, let's go down here to open up those ones. And let's go here. And let's also see that we slightly boost them. Or not. Slightly. Here we go. Oh, you're fleeing? I'm so surprised. Okay, they're even stronger now than our main army. Anyway, let's mow through the enemies. Come on. Flee. Bam. Level up. Inspiration. And bam. Glory to the heroes. Warriors stuck in the middle of nowhere fighting vicious monsters have to remember why they are fighting and what they are sacrificing their lives for. The soldiers' loyalty will raise once their clerics praise them in front of the god's eyes. Sounds good. We take it. Say go down here. Blockade of reinforcements. The army that was marching from Kenabres to help. Okay. From Kenabres, so we have to go down there. Here. Ugh. I mean, both our armies are not anywhere near that. 180. So. Anyway. Pulura's Fall. Let's rest first.
Hey, so what's it like being immortal? Knowing that if you're lucky, your time is never going to run out.
It's not as great as you might think. I know plenty who were driven mad by the idea of eternity, the immensity of it. Living too long is as much a curse as dying too soon.
I don't know, might be naive, but at least from my point of view, immortality sounds kind of nice. I mean, I definitely see the dangers. Let's go. Some chests are locked, some are trapped, some are not even chests, after all. Mimic. Yeah. Hey! Greek Crusaders. Ascend to the top. See where we
Yet
go.
another obstacle.
Yay. Into an ambush.
We can rest after this
How
fight.
many points? Points. I take living too long over dying too soon any day. Yeah, right? I'd agree. I guess things would look different if you are immortal and if time doesn't play a role. I mean, look at Valexia from this game, for example. But still, I would take it. Ooh, our Zata wings are quite nice.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's see.
I'll cheer you on from
Healing is what I was made for.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
We want to go here. Gelfrey. I'm just thinking about if we should maybe go somewhere else first.
My cat can do better.
Loot. Look at that one.
All right.
Remnants of a ship. Once bore a Sokorian chieftain to the final journey.
Did we find trouble?
Desna,
Corpulent
guide my
spectre.
hand.
Yeah, that was easy. Hey, we can reinvigorate the land. Nice. A little bit of green and rainbows. I don't think it actually does something. Ah, that's nice.
Battle, my friends.
And you didn't notice? Okay.
Struggles end.
Shrine. Pulura. Let's end. Are you going to turn around? No? Okay. Well,
Make your peace.
who am I? Why are they not attacking? Ah, they take a while. I'm a little slow. Not that I would mock you. Huh?
Got this one.
An inscription in Hallet that reads, O Socorus, all our tears for you, our lost land. I wonder if some people even survived. I mean, look at that. So far so dead. Oh, nice statue. Isn't Pulura like a deity? Is that her? We will find out after the fight. So, now. Statue of Pulura, made in the simple but expressive style characteristics of Socorus. She looks really nice. I hope it's not timed. Anyway. A schedule listing the daily responsibilities of the Stargazers and guards. The schedule is packed so tightly, and those who adhere to it must have little time to think of anything else. That sounds exhausting. There, it looks like a very simple and devoted life, right?
Is that a trap?
First aid kits. Rack filled with what looks to be ancient Sokorian weapons. I think we have to proceed there, so let's look around first. Ah, that's a big one. So many rooms, quite a lot of people here. I mean, just looking at the bats, I mean, just that is 8. I mean, that one is missing, so 17.
Let's see what we
And I mean, well... Ooh, there's a puzzle, I guess.
First come, first served.
Is that a dead angel? Another one.
Damn you!
Come on. You know, looking at all those people, I don't think anyone survived. The starry sky is miraculously reflected in the surface of the water. The mirrored image is a perfect reproduction of the real thing, allowing you to see the smallest details. It looks really beautiful. Aww.
Here we go.
Oh, yikes. There's Nora. We meet her again. Did she turn on us? Ah, it's you again. The demon flipped through the pages of an ancient tome with a bored expression. He does not seem at all surprised by your arrival. Sorry, I'm busy right now. I don't have time to chat. You have to find something else to do. For example, you can try and save those fools over here. A surprisingly familiar face appears on the demon's side. Nura gives you a sly wink, because we won the respect of her.
Look, Master Mutasafen, put aside your dusty old books. We're visitors.
I mean, she promised us she would stay on our side, right? Commander, you're here. Praise Desna. Stop the demon. Don't let him steal the sacred tomes. They contain all the information we've gathered about the Worldwound. With knowledge like that, he can... Yikes. You talk too much. Bored now. Let's spice things up. Either save those idiots, or chase after me. Mutasafen makes a subtle gesture, and the sanctuary erupts in flames. At the same time, a portal opens up behind him. So we have to decide for knowledge or for the inhabitants. Ah, Nura, help me! I do wonder. I didn't read up like what things I need for the secret ending. Just like up until I asked someone just for the things just until the point where I was, so it wouldn't affect my choices. I wonder if that's an important choice for all the knowledge. But the thing is, I am kind of hoping that Nora helps us. I don't know in which way she helps us. Like if she would help us save those, or if she would sabotage him. I mean, they also asked that we don't let him leave like that. Should we hope that Nura helps them? We help them. Logan, save the temple's inhabitants. I won't let you die.
Well, I'm not going to let you escape, you boorish loot.
Yes! Yes! Nice! It really paid off. Dispel magic. Point. I love it. Go Nura. Mutasafen. Why doesn't that surprise me? How many times have you switched sides? Do you keep a running list of your betrayals? I hope he doesn't kill her.
Here comes trouble.
She's on our side. I love it. Come on. Ah. Did it. Best ending. Can we loot you? No. Sadness. Nora.
Did you see his face? What a great joke. Now I have to go. The demons won't be happy that I betrayed them.
Let's talk to them. Vigdis. When Nora be praised, we had enough gear and supplies to fend off the attack. Otherwise, we wouldn't have survived long enough to see your arrival. The demons didn't touch my sketchbooks. I'm so happy. Amy. Ah. Familiar Azimar gives you a courtly bow. He looks pale and tired. His golden hair has lost its sheen, but his smile remains as bright as ever. You're here, Logan Aldori. Incredible. And how happy I am to see you. So far from Dresden. Who could have guessed? Truly, Desna must have arranged for us to meet. Ramian, what are you doing here? I had a dream. I was standing right here in this place, and the northern lights illuminated the starry sky above. Suddenly, the waterfall parted to reveal a beautiful woman. She was dressed like a priestess, but she did not speak to me. She simply pointed in the direction of the invading demons and uttered a single name, Mutasafen. I interpreted the dream as a summon, so here I am.
It would be funny if the dream actually meant something else. What if the woman wanted you to give that name to your cat? Or what if she was just saying stay away from my waterfall in her native language?
Rushley smiles. The goddess revealed the right path to those who are brave enough to trust their dreams. I had a strange dream recently. I was about to fight demons when I suddenly realized I didn't have any pants on. Then Tyrannolove comes flying over to me, but she's really small, like the size of a jackclaw. She patches my head and begins to teach me how to tell the difference between an edible mushroom and a deer from the Mendevian forest. Can you interpret that dream? You shouldn't make fun of what you don't understand. Otherwise, you might end up dreaming about something even weirder. Ramian playfully shakes his fingers at the tiefling. Then he turns to Rushley. I can see that you are still following your dreams too. I must confess, your story is such an encouragement to me. Whenever I get discouraged, I think about how far you've come. How you have risen above the life you once lived. You are a motivation to anyone who followed the path of the great dreamer. Do you mind if I mention you in my sermons after all of this is over? What an honor. Oh, of course you can. Rushley's cheek turned pink. If you think my story would be of interest, if it could help someone, then by all means tell my story. I have nothing to hide, and thank you for your words. Why didn't you go with Galfrey? Because, well, you should have seen those who decided to stay. His eyes light up. One brave soul after another bowed before the Queen and asked her permission to stay in Dresden and await your return. I decided to join them. I was caught up in the emotion of the moment. I couldn't just leave and let the demons tear apart the fortress you worked so hard to save. Truth be told, I was devastated when I realized we would have to surrender the fortress. I was so close to despair, but then I realized that the goddess was teaching me an important lesson. I'd followed myself to be blinded by pride. I thought that we could defend the city without Iomede's blessing and the help of our friends. But I'm a priest, and a priest should be humble. I can hope for a miracle, but I should not demand one. And when I stopped grieving, the miracle happened. I was sent here. I wonder, from how it sounds, if Nura didn't help us, if he would have helped us? I'm not asking those because we know them. Well, it was nice seeing you again. I have to go. See you in Dresden. So, loot. Cosmic caravan and his journey across the night sky.
All right.
The tomes are filled with ephemerides, data about the movement of the celestial bodies. The data seems to have been gathered over centuries. Even search the bookshelves. The scientific research of Pulura Stargazers can be found on those shelves, and the books and scrolls contain meticulously detailed observations about the movements of the celestial bodies. There's nothing left of value on these bookshelves. Why not? Also Korean book. I'm expecting more. And the books and scrolls on these shelves contain information about a research project known as the Northern Lights.
I can handle it.
I think that's everything we can see here, right? Leandra. A regal Azima, a woman dressed in priestess robes, bows her head. She has a proud, dignified bearing, but she looks tired. Greetings, I'm Eliandra, the High Priestess of Pulura. Thank you for coming to save my shrine. Tell me about your research. What is it about? Why did Mutasafen want to steal it? That research is our life's work, the priestess answers bitterly. We've studied the Worldwound for 100 years. We've been searching for a way to close it. But the demon wanted our research for a different purpose. He aspires to follow in really Warlish footsteps. He wants to open a wound of his own. He believed that our research would help him to accomplish his goal. So can it? Thank you for putting an end to his evil scheme. We've worked so hard over his past 100 years. I could not bear it if our research ended up in the wrong hands. Tell me about this place. This is Pulura's Fall. Once there were real waterfalls here. You could hear the song of the water as it flowed across the stones. But then the Worldwound came to be. It stole it all away. The servants of the Shimmering Maiden took shelter here once the chorus fell. My lady hid this place from unfriendly eyes and prolonged the lives of everyone inside, so that we could dedicate ourselves to an important mission. We have been studying the Worldwound since the day it came into existence. So, you were alive when the Worldwound was opened. What do you know about its creation? More than some, but not as much as I would wish. I've been to Threshold, the fortress where outlawed spellcasters were held, and where Aurelio conducted a monstrous ritual. I even saw the betrayer in flesh, though only briefly. Aurelio was rumored to be a dangerous witch. For many years she had lived in isolation, carrying out strange experiments in deliberate obscurity, but she was noticed in the end. The best witch hunters tried to capture her, and it is said that many of them perished in the attempt. But when I saw her, she was no longer a dangerous enemy. After many, many days in a dungeon, she was nothing more than a pale shadow. I was told her spirit was already broken when she was brought to Threshold, and she gave the guards no trouble. However, I think it is safe to say now that her compliance was simply a ruse, a cunning deception. When the wound opened, it shook the world. My Lady Pulura, in her heavenly wisdom, was one of the first to realize the magnitude of the threat and sent her priest a vision, along with an order to run and hide. But many couldn't find it within them to obey this order. How could they leave their beloved homeland, their homes, family, and friends? Many of my brothers and sisters perished, losing a hopeless fight against wave after wave of demons. I was destined for a different fate, and so was my shrine. Lady Pulura hid it from the eyes of the demons. I had a vision telling me about the work that needed to be done to avenge the fall of Socorus and rid the world of the Worldwound. That was when I learned this difficult task would take a century to complete, and that would require us to make many sacrifices. I was willing. But so far we didn't get any knowledge about closing the Worldwound. What will happen to the Sanctuary now? Yeah, help boys. What will happen to the Sanctuary now? It breaks my heart to leave this place, but we cannot stay here. The Sanctuary was protected by the secrecy of its location, but now that the demons know about the temple, this is no longer a place of refuge. I will lead the survivors somewhere safe, but I cherish the hope that will return. Someday, our waterfalls will sing again. The temple is not a place, it is a building. It is a community. As long as servants of Pulura are alive, as long as you keep the faith, the shrine will survive. I know that you're trying to be kind, cleric, but you know nothing about our faith. You cannot possibly understand our pain. Our country has turned into a wasteland. The sanctuary is all that remains of Socorus. We've defended it for 100 years. And now, we must leave it behind. Your words provide little comfort. The cleric looks down. Forgive me, I spoke without thinking. I'm sorry for your loss. I would say he tried to say something nice. Tell me about Socorus. Leandra's face lights up in a smile. It was a wonderful land, even when many thought it savage and wild. It still lives in my memory, as if nothing has changed. I can see the barges gliding across the surface of the lake. I can smell the fresh air and feel the wind on my skin as it moves through the green forests. Socorus was never ruled solely by one person.
nor was it governed by a single faith. Clans lived in accordance with their own customs and settled important issues through lively debates and communal meetings. Matters involving the whole country were decided in Is by a gathering of the elders, priests, druids, and chieftains. We worshipped Arista and Pulura, the spirits of our honorable ancestors, the sanctity of nature, and a dozen different deities and magical creatures. That is what Socorus was, a land of freedom. However,
He also really oppressed mages.
Leandra's eyes grew sad. That freedom was not extended to all. I think you know, only the magic of druids, priests, and other divine spellcasters was considered honorable. Those who used arcane magic were treated with suspicion, which grew into hatred. It grieved me to remember this, for our hatred was returned to us in full when the witch Aurelia took vengeance on those who had hurt her. Thank you for your answers, but I have to go. Farewell, Commander. Pulura's children will remember you.
Small part of the chorus. Would have been nice to have some input from Ulbrig.
This is my kind of work.
Nice. I think that's it. We did
Can't make
it.
the demons wait.
And we saved them, all of them. Knowledge kills Mutasafen, even though he was not killable, right? Anyway. It's kind of sad that we don't have anything helping us to close the world wound, because it sounded like they were onto something, right? Anyway. Here we go. Not even tired. Nice. Come on, my friends. Don't be slow. Pulura's Fall. Anything new in the Crusade? Oh, Northern Lights, we got a research project. Interesting. Anyway. Defeat some more demons. And you. So many level ups. Yeah, squashing, right? Doesn't really matter, does it? And you. And you. Do. Never getting tired of that sound. I'm thinking about them. If I want to go here and just say... Not caring too much about the reinforcements. Yeah. Let's go here.